Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to your. Just give me a second. I think that is much better. Okay. Welcome to your snake forecast. Okay, for the year. I was supposed to do this earlier, but I was so tired. After the Chinese New Year, I have to do all this stuff. So, anyway, let's take a look. So, we start at 0028. I'm actually alone right now. I don't have anyone to do the timestamp. So, let's take a look. Yep, just I want to do one more shuffle. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. All right. All right. So Queen of Pentacles. By the way, the year of people that's born in the year of the snake, you are gonna get entangled with a lot of controversies this year. People will be talking about you. People will be, like they're just gonna be snarling at you out of nowhere. It's like you don't even know where they're coming from. And if you are handling money, okay, or if you're handling finances right now, I don't know, could be it's your business, could be it's in your family thing, could be somebody just trusted you out of that. And, just be careful in breaking someone else's trust, okay? There will be some legal stuff that will be happening and coming your way if, that is related to money. There will also be some probably libel, derogatory words that, like either you are gonna be saying it or somebody will be saying it. Um, there will be a lot of competitions at work. People that used to be your friend will now turn out to be your enemies. There are some people that will just try to get in your way just because that they don't want you to, to go to wherever you should be going. Okay. It's like you don't even know why people are acting in a certain way, and you don't even know why people are, being so frisky towards you. So I feel like you will also be having some issues getting along with your family members or relatives, and they will see you as being, like acting like a vulture, or like you're so greedy and stuff and so selfish. It's like people will deem you as someone who's always up for grabs, like it's always about you, or it's always about what makes you happy, what benefits you, what privileges you. It's always about you. Okay, so people will feel like, okay, so you're just always about yourself. So people would just start, what do you call this? People would just start avoiding you. All right, just give me a second because I want some more light. All right. And then love wise, people will feel like you're either such a user, or people will just feel like, oh, it's just all about your feelings, it's always about you. It's always about your ego. Um you will try, I don't know, it's like you're going to try to enslave people, or you're going to try to act like, people will act like it's like you're just going to act like you're such a queen. Now please take note that in the Chinese signs, it's not just, it's also the same as in the Western signs. That if you have a if you have a what do you call this, if you have, like sun, a snake as the sun sign, there's also the moon and ascending and stuff. Okay, there are still some other factors that you need to consider. So try to get to know which one is your dominant sign. It's called Batsi. Okay, Batsu. So I will post the link, which is actually I already did it last year. Anyway, I will just post the link. The Joey Yups website is much more accurate. They're not affiliated to me. I am not associated to them. I just find his website really accurate. Okay, and even his flying stars. Anyway, so people will feel like, oh, it's always about you. It's always about your ego, and it's like, you want to be it's like you always want to be the center of the attention. Some of you will also start acting like a know-it-all, or people will find you like, oh yeah, yeah, you know everything. Yeah, yeah, like people would just try to mock you, and people would just try to not really insult, but they're just gonna say, oh yeah, here we go again, yeah, 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 you know everything, yada, yada, yada. Okay. But we're not going to listen to you. Okay. Because whatever it is that you're saying actually is not even a verified or vilified information. So people will find like, oh, yeah, you're like really unreliable in your resource. We don't even know where you're coming or where it's coming from. So please zip it. Okay. So people will just try to like mock you, ignore you. Even in your workplace, people would just see that, oh, yeah, oh my God, here we go. Like Snake is here again, like they're going to try and talk like, oh my God, let's go get out of the room. Okay. They see you as a storm coming. Okay. So, anyway, so this year is not really good, even for those who's also um aiming for popularity. This is not going to be a very good year for you. There will be some other things that you need to consider. There are also some other things that you need to avoid. So finances, all right, like what I said, there will be a lot of competitions, and it's like you're going to be a little bit more feisty. It's like, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Okay. And people will find you like, oh my God, here you go, you are so fucking greedy that you are always all about yourself, all about what you want, all about what you need. Okay. Here we go again. All right. So some people will say, yeah, fine, have it all. Just take it. Okay. Avoid people. Avoid pissing people off. You know, the predictions that I'm doing is actually different from the Chinese thing. Okay, from the feng shui and the flying stars and stuff every year, because most of the things that you're gonna be most of the things that you're gonna be what do you call this, that you're gonna be hearing from that are just all good stuff, but it's not gonna make you aware of the things that you need to avoid. Okay, so here you go, you're just gonna walk in and you're just gonna feel like, oh, this is gonna be a very good year for me, and then people will just throw stones at you, or you're gonna get fired or get kicked out, or because of this and because of that. Okay. So they're not going to make you aware that no, like, look at this. This is not a very good month for you. This is not a very good year. And this and that. Avoid this. Okay. So don't be so greedy. Okay. There might be some people that are just trying to be patient with you, but that doesn't mean that they will last like that. Okay. That doesn't mean that they will be acting like very tolerable of your attitude or behavior. Okay. Because they won't, and they're not. Now, you need to, because the king and queen of pentacles are actually here. It means that the two of you are, like a perfect match for each other. Could be that this is also your partner or spouse, especially if you're already married. Um, Even your partner right now, this year will be a little bit hesitant to, because it's like, let's say, for example, that you do have a business, and sorry, and your partner will feel like you always take the credit, even though they're the one who did the hard work. It's like you always give credit to yourself, even though you did not even do anything. So your partner somehow will have some second thoughts of telling you things that they have already accomplished, because the next thing you knew, you're just gonna run off to the, I don't know, to the community or to the center or to other people and say, oh yeah, like we've already accomplished this. We finally we closed the deal, we got this, we got that. So your partner feels like, no, I'll just keep it to myself. Expect that your partner will be like very secretive, especially when it comes to money. Okay. They're not going to be very revealing, or they're not going to be very open when it comes to finances, because they feel like you'll always, I don't know, like either you just wanted to spend it or you just wanted to have it. And your partner is actually good in keeping money, balancing the budget, or doing the budget. So, yep, it seems like it's like your own partner this year is the one who will first judge you. Not really, not really judge just to leave you or something like that. No, it's they're the one who'll first see that. I don't know. It's like you're not getting any better. It's like you're getting worse, and you talk a lot. Okay, that's also one thing that people will start noticing about you. Let's say, for example, that you're just gonna, like someone will just send you one question, one line of question. Let's say, for example, oh, maybe you can just take care of the bills. And then you're gonna give them like a huge continuous row of response. And people will say, yeah, no, I'm not gonna listen to you. Even though, it's just all, I mean, even though it's not really true. Avoiding responsibilities. There are some people that that will be helping you only at the beginning, but then little did you know, you're not. It's like when you invest, it is for the long term. But whatever it is that you're investing on, you're losing people. You will be losing people if you're not going to be careful. Okay, let me see if I can zoom this a little bit. So, yeah. Hmm. It's too glaring. Anyway, yeah, so people will just try and find that you're always after whatever you want, always after whatever, I don't know, always after whatever it is that you really want to, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And lies and deception. People will see you more as, oh, you're a liar. Okay. You said that you're sick. I just saw you at the mall. Okay. I just saw you at the store. Or I just saw you at the boutique. You're trying on new clothings. Okay. So avoid lying. Whatever behavior that you've already, started 2000, no, past 3 years, for whatever it is, for whatever reason, people will see you as someone that they don't want to be around to, even your own spouse. Okay. The reason why I'm saying this is because tiger, rat, rat is actually not that much affected, but tiger, rat, snake, um, there are five signs. Pig, and I forgot what's the other sign. they are not really like not really good this year, which is I will I will be doing a separate video for that, for the five inauspicious signs this year. So it seems like, you know like so it seems like you're gonna have a hard time, like getting along with people. Don't lie, okay? And avoid being so, like, this is, I mean, it's because there is someone who's been influencing you as well. The shift in your personality is it actually depends on who you are talking to. It actually depends on who you are, like, um sticking around with. Okay. Now there are some people that will say, "Oh my God, I don't want to talk to you." And even if there are some people that will be, it's like you're gonna be acting too bossy, and people will just say, "Who do you think you are? You're not in a position to tell me what to do. You're not my mother. You're not my father. You're not my husband and my wife." Like, so, it's not gonna work out for me. All right. Finances this year, like what I said, you always want to go for whatever that makes you comfortable, or whatever gives you ego, not honor, ego. Okay. So, see, I told you, people are going to be walking away from you. People are just going to purely hate you. If you can see this, it's like people will find that you're, like, either you're a know-it-all, because the high priestess is like a person that is very intelligent, full of wisdom. Somebody's very intuitive, someone who is spiritually guided. Oh, sorry, spiritually guided. Okay. But people will see you as someone who is crazy, and it's like you're out of control. Okay. Let me check if you can. Okay. Yeah, people will see you as somebody who's out of control. People will see you as someone who is, someone who's just like very selfish and very self-serving. All right. Now, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Be careful of some people that that will also be mirroring you. Someone who will be acting like you, someone who's just gonna sell you dreams, someone who's just gonna sell you garbage. Okay. So if you are gonna try to enslave people, and if you're also gonna try and, not what do you call this? If you're also going to try and outsmart people, there are also some people that will be sent out to you, more of a lesson to learn. So just be careful with that, and make sure that you'll be listening more to, to what you feel like is right. I mean, do the right thing, not what you feel is right, but just do the right thing. Okay. If, I mean, that it's wrong to outsmart people, it's wrong to take advantage of people. So why would you do that? Okay. This year will be what goes around comes back around. That's the lesson for you. I forgot to put the title for the for each signs. And some people would just see you as like, like someone who's always up for a competition, even though no one is competing with you, you know, because they really see you as someone who's just very shallow or something like that. Okay. So that is for the negative part. Now, for the positive part, okay, you will be, I mean, there will be some things that you'll be winning over. Okay. Especially if you're going to be doing the right thing. There are some people, if you will be humble enough, if you have lost a relationship, you can gain them back as long as you're going to be grounded and humble. But if you will be like all like, oh, like, yeah, yeah, I know, like, I like this and like that. Oh, I'm so good at this. You're not going to be winning people with that. You're going to be losing people more. So the key to you this year is just to be humble, be grounded, keep things to yourself. Do not oblige people over things that is supposed to be your responsibilities. Do not be so bossy. Okay, do not boss people around because they're gonna see you in a different light. Okay, especially fire signs. You are gonna have a lot of problems with people who are fire signs or who has a lot of dominant sign when it that is like fire sign. Okay, they're gonna burn you and they're gonna be your karma. So the if you're married right now, the finances or the business of your partner will continuously grow. Okay, but if you are single, you will most likely be finding potentials. I feel like stick around with water signs because I feel like you'll be attracting a lot of water signs, and you are a water sign. Okay, snake and dragon. All right, so some people thinks that, oh, I thought dragon is fire. It's not just because that they're blowing fire. No. So just stick around with water sign people. They're the one who'll be keeping you like grounded and still. And I also feel like they're the one who will also be washing you with some of your negativities. Okay. If fire signs will be your karma, water signs will be your ally. Okay. So if you will just have the right kind of attitude and be, like being more grounded, I'm telling you, your blessings will start coming in. Okay. Confucius, Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Wands. You're gonna go back to how you used to be. All right. You are gonna be like restoring things that you have lost in the past. I mean, I wish I could tell you a lot more good things that's gonna come your way, but this year is, like, be careful with your attitude. You're losing people. You might also lose relationships. You might also lose a family member. I mean, not because that they're dying, but like they're just gonna sever ties with you. Okay. And the King of Cups, the Moon, and Justice. During the full moon, you're gonna start noticing that there are a lot of possibility of accidents or possibly some other mishaps, misfortunes, problems, fights. You know, be careful during the full moon, the entire year. Okay, especially during the wolf moon. And it seems like some of you, uh, if you're a Scorpio snake, there is a possibility of you getting entangled with a lover. Okay, like an affair. So you need to be careful in investing into something that is not good. Because I'm telling you, you might just ended up being alone. Okay. And I feel like you will just ended up being so, yeah. It's like you would just ended up feeling so sorry, especially around last quarter of the year. Ace of Wands, Death, and Nine of Pentacles. Even in Chinese astrology, the snakes won't have like a very good year. And I'm also telling you, it's it is something that you also need to start realizing and pondering. Okay, reflect in your own actions. Otherwise, you will be losing things and losing people. You're going to be losing your financial stability if, okay, if I'm not saying that it is for certain, that is if you're not going to be changing. You need to be more self-aware with your actions this year, and you need to be much more, like, oh, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Oh, maybe like I have offended that person. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like if I said something, that actually hurted your feelings. Did I said something wrong? Okay. But of course, you have to mean it. But if because if you're just going to be too hypocritical about it, okay, or you're just doing it for the sake that, oh, I need to cleanse my action, then you're also going to get a fake response. Just try to reflect with your own actions. You'll be safe, and you'll be doing great. Let me add up the I Ching oracle. I Ching or I Ching. Some people pronounce it as I Ching. Some people pronounce it as I Ching. Okay. All right. This is for March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, and Feb. This is for the entire year. All right. Overall energy for this year. Things might just seem a little bit impossible and giant for you. There are things that you feel like this year it's kind of a little bit impossible to achieve. Like what I said, you need to be more grounded and humble because you are not going to be getting any allies, okay, with a kind of flighty attitude. And people will find you like, somebody that they really need to avoid, or people will see you as a plague coming in, okay? Which is, I'm sure, it doesn't really feel so good. And people will see that, oh my God, no way, okay? So the month of March for you will be flourishing, trekking a new path. You feel like, oh, the opportunities are really like abound for me, or like, it's like abundance is finally dawning on me. Like all the attention are on me. I'm getting this, I'm getting that. You know, and right before things get happen, it's like you're already counting the chicks right before the eggs hatch, or right before the hen lays the eggs, okay? So this month of March, it will be green, luscious, and flourishing for you, but the month of April is going to be a little bit difficult. There is a journey. It's like a very long, dark, and narrow journey that you have to do this on your own. Okay, you can't see anyone, you can, it's like you have to use your instinct to know where you should be going, because the problem here is you're going to be trekking in a desert, you're going to be traveling in a place where there's no one else that's going to be there except you. Okay, in the month of May, it seems like your spirituality, your faith needs to be cleansed. Okay, some people believe that just because that they keep on, like going to the church and going to, going to religious places. What do you call that? The one that you have to go for, like a, I don't know, like like a religious place or something like that, like Mecca. Okay, I forgot what you call it in Christian. It's yeah, they feel like, when you go to that place you're going to be like holy, or you're going to be cleansed or something like that. It's not. The real religion is only a label, okay? It's our faith. And if you really wanted to be a good person, it comes right within you. Not necessarily that you have to be a Christian or Jew or Muslim or Buddhist or something like that. Okay. Those are only categories and labels. But if you wanted to be somebody that is really a good person or really a good whatever, okay, it comes from your heart, it comes from within, and that is what you really need to cleanse you as a person. Okay, now in the month of June, it seems like there is a very difficult task which seems like a little bit impossible for you to, to do alone. It's thorny. You feel like, like, where am I going to go? Okay. You're going to be stepping on the edge, and you feel like there's a possibility of you taking the wrong way, or going for the wrong way. You're going to get lost a little bit. You know, the thing here is, when you get lost, just go back. Okay. Go back to where you came from. Go back to, like, don't keep on going. If you feel like you're already lost, turn around. You retrace back your steps. Okay? Because in the month of June, this is the time where you really don't know what to do. You feel like, why is my life being like this? Why is my life being like that? Like, why? Like last year it seemed so good. Like life is so abundant. My money is like pouring. Okay? But like what I said, we all have our own moments. We all have our time. We all go through our own weather. Okay? No, so March, April, May, June, and then July. July is where you feel like there is a seclusion. Okay. You need to be careful not to keep on going. You need to be much more aware. You need to be much more, like, be more observant. I mean, there are some accidents that might lead to an opportunity. There are some unexpected turns, but that might just turn into beauty, or there are some things that you might just accidentally do or get involved with, and it will be more of a blessing in disguise. So I don't really feel like that the entire year for you will be plagued. Okay. Now, the month of August for you, you need to rest and recuperate, time to reflect, time to stand still, time to be alone, time to, like, purify your soul. You don't have to, like, all meditation and, like, all stuff like that. Like, you don't really have to do that thing. But being close to nature, when you're so stressed out and when you feel like overburdened, blank your mind, like when you don't know what to do, all the things that you know how to resolve a conflict or like a situation, you've already tried and done that. Just hug the tree. Okay, just transfer all of your tiring and dark energy in a tree. Of course, you have to watch if there are some ants or snakes or something like that. Okay, but just, hug the tree. Hug the tree as long as you want. When you feel good, when you feel right, when you feel light, it's actually, it's true. Because when I used to go through my dark times, I'd go to the woods or I'd go to a beach. Well, there are, like large old trees, and I'll just hug them. Okay, as long as I want. It actually feels good and refreshing because the tree is cold. Okay, so you're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel great because you will be exchanging energies within nature. And the month of August for you is a time for you to reflect, just time for you to, like, offer everything, all the negativities. There is someone around you that is actually a real snake. Okay, that influence is somebody that you really need to kick out. You need to surround yourself this year with a lot of good people, humble people, successful people. Okay, because the person around you is the one who actually changed you, not you itself. Okay, people used to love you for who you truly were, not for who you've become. So that person is the one that you actually need to kick out. I'm not talking about your partner, but if, like, try to look around. Who is it that actually changed you? Or who is it, or what is it that actually molded you into something negative. Remove that. Okay. There is a poison in your family, or there is a poison around you. Well, a poison or venom, or, like somebody who's really acting like a snake. Okay. Remove that. That one is demonic, and that one is actually diabolic. Okay. Now, in the month of September, this is where you're going to start feeling much more humble and grounded. Could be that you need to go through several difficulties, being alone, doing things on your own. I also feel like, this year, your family is going to start breaking apart. I'm pretty sure that the first 10 minutes and you're going to start hearing a lot of negativities. You're just going to, like close the door or close the window and look for for another forecast. But it is much better for you to know what are the things that you need to look forward to, okay? And what are the things that you need to avoid. This is the reason why the forecasts are done in advance, because there are some things that you need to avoid. If it's not going to happen within a year, good for you. But if it is going to happen, you need to take a few steps back. Try to reflect. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Like I heard that it's, in the month of September, in the month of August, like this and like that. All right. Especially that you're also very stubborn. Very, very stubborn. Okay. Anyway, in the month of September, this is where you're going to start feeling much more humble, more grounded. You're starting to feel your real skin. Okay, when a snake is trying to remove their old skin and there's slither, out of it. It's like a plastic and they just leave it all behind and then they're going to grow bigger. Okay. So that is what's going to, this is the shedding. The month of September will be shedding for you. Okay. So, mm, the month of October, it's time for you to go home. And well, I'm not saying that you should go back home, but where is your home? What is your home? You have to ask yourself about that. What is your home? Where is your home? Okay. So I feel like you need to be a little bit more, like use your heart as a navigation or a navigator, sorry. And, you have to go back home. Not necessarily that it's the literal meaning that go back home. Like could be it's a person that is your home, could be it's a place that is your home, could be it's your family that is your home. But it's the point of go back home. Okay, this is for the month of October. If you're also a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and you're gonna feel a little bit lost this year and gotta phone home. Like what Edie said. And in the month of November, this is where you're gonna start going and taking another journey. Um, if you've already learned enough, you're smart. Okay, born people that's born in the year of the snake, you're smart. But people don't just really pay attention to you. Dragon always get the attention and the limelight, but snakes are always at the background. So in the month of November, it seems like you're going to be trekking another journey, another path, another, could be it's just another thing for you. Okay. So you just need to be careful because I feel like the path is a little bit slopey or it will be descending. So you need to proceed with caution. You will be going on this journey with a backpack, and you have to choose which one are you going to be taking in your backpack, or what will you be taking in your backpack. Okay, but the path is a little bit slopey, and it's a little, it's kind of descending. All right. The month of December for you will be all about blossoming, growing up. Could be, okay, good for you. To some of you, could be you've already learned your lesson. Could be you've already like learned a lot from the past. Could be you've already learned a lot of things, from the things that for the entire year that you have gone through a lot. So this is the time of your blossoming. Okay. Like a sakura, or like I know that they blossom during the month of May, but this is where your blossoming days, or this is going to be the blossoming month for you. So if you're one of those snakes that did not really learn your lesson, then you're going to start wither. Okay. You will start withering, you will start folding. But for those of you who continuously like learned your lesson spiritually, mentally, physically, whatever, this is the time where you're going to be blossoming more flowers, and you're going to be, you're going to be bearing seeds that other people, that other people can also plant. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry, because there's somebody outside. Anyway, under the month of January, this is where you're gonna be meeting some of your guides, or you'll be it's like you'll get to know who are your guides. Some people thinks and always have this in their mind, that their spirit guides are always angels, or could be ethereal beings, or could be entities or something like that. It's not. There are times that your guides are could be fairies, could be, some other spiritual, or I don't know, magical beings. Not necessarily that it's always going to be, that it's always going to be what do you call this, that it's always going to be angels or your ancestors. It's not. And then when some people find out that, oh, no way, that my spirit guide is like a fairy or something like that, that's bullshit. They don't even exist. See, you're already being close minded. Try to be a little bit more open minded with some of the stuff that you don't even feel or believe that exists, because there are some impossible things that actually is possible. So, anyway, you're going to be meeting some of your guides. You're going to be, expanding. It's like this, for those of you who will be ascending and who will be like growing or blossoming, your guides will be welcoming you and will also be congratulating you, or probably will be giving you a gift. Whatever that gift is, I don't know. Okay. They're the only one who'll know about that. And on the next Chinese New Year, sorry, Lunar New Year, it's you're gonna feel like you're really, really home. I feel like some of you are also going through like a 10-year cycle, and you know, it seems like you are gonna be reunited with your old self. You've been on a journey that you got lost. Could be it also took you some time to ah, to gather up yourself, or could be to learn from your mistakes. But next Lunar New Year, you're gonna be home. All right, so let's take a look. I know you've been waiting for this. All right, Aries 4447. I know you've been waiting for this. Well, I just wanted to elaborate more of your, oracle cards, because even though that's only a single card, you can actually see a lot of meanings or a lot of messages. All right, Aries. This year, it seems like you'll be much more into your own craft. Okay, honing yourself. Could be some of you are also thinking about going to going to school, or you're going to the university to take some master role or change your career or something like that. It's you feel like you're feeling a little bit lost. 2021 is actually not a very good year for 2020 and 2021. Number 4, number 5, it's never a very good year. But right now we are on the number 6, and that is the transitional stage. Okay. So I want to show you this. Okay, Aries, you're going to be more concentrated in your careers, finances. You want to go back to school, it's already up to you. As long as you'll have enough savings to cover up for your school fees and for your bills, then I feel like go for it. But if you are kind of in a little bit tight situation, practically the most appropriate decision right now is to just do it online. Anyway, it's just a diploma at the end of the day. Um, and you will also be traveling. Some of you, it's going to be mixed, okay? Traveling to see your folks, traveling to see your friends, traveling to search for yourself, go on a soul searching journey, and go through a purging, okay? And some of you, you don't want to communicate with some people during this year. It's like you're going to be holding back what's important for you right now, because you feel like you have been too giving and giving and giving, and you just don't want to, like, teach people how to be more abusive of your generosity. And you don't want people to feel like, oh, like, I can just always borrow from Aries. Aries is so good hearted, kind hearted, like, they'll understand. And this is what you don't want to, you know give impression to other people, that they can always come to you whenever they want to, even if it's not really that important, like a life and death situation. So, the finances is not going to be the finances is not a problem for you this year, which is, I'm sure this is what you're really more focused on. Okay, but the love thing is, this is the reason why you want to go on a soul searching thing. Okay, because you don't know if you're in the right relationship. You don't know if this is still the one for you. You don't know if you are still doing the right thing. You're starting to question things. You will start thinking like, oh, like, is this person really the right one for me? The two of you will also, get a little bit lost with everything that you're going through, to the extent that you're starting, instead of growing together, you are growing apart. Okay. So that is the thing that you are going to try and, do some, find some answers. Go on a journey that you feel like it's like you want to be closer to God or something like that, just to search for the answer. Okay. Health wise, I feel like you need to be careful with accidents, road accidents, or you are the one who's going to get into an accident. Okay. Um, especially, especially like, being near to a construction site. So if you're an engineer or an architect, just proceed with caution. If you feel like the platform that you're going to be standing on is not sturdy, or it's not solid, then stay out of it. Okay. Or if there's any crane or any heavy objects that is being lifted above you, try to, be in the safe place. Okay. Just be careful, because you're subjected to minor and major accidents this year. All right. All right, Taurus 4942. I don't have anyone to do the timestamp right now, so I'm doing this myself. All right. Taurus, you're going to go back to, it's like if before you wanted to leave whatever it is that you do for a living. Sorry, I'll just put it here. You wanted to change your job, you wanted to change your profession, or you feel like, is this really the right thing for me? Is this really the right path? Or should I just start looking for a new, should I just change my career altogether? But actually, it's not. Your zest when it comes to life, to your job, to your professionalism and stuff, it's going to go back. Okay. Because, like what I said, the 2021 for all of us is so bad. And, well, not really bad. Some people benefited from it, but a lot of people has been affected with the changes and transition. So this is something that you're going to be getting out of it, especially if you're going through depression. Okay. So you are, with you feeling so lost and you don't know what to do, or you don't know where to, what do you call this? Like you don't know which direction you should be choosing. This is something that you will be being more clarified. Okay, you're gonna see the clear way, and I don't see any problem with your finances. The only problem here is the money will be going as fast as it comes. There will be some unexpected expenses, or some, I feel like there are some people that will also be piggybacking on your expenses. Let's say, for example, check out your line of electricities or water or something like that. Somebody might just be tapping on it because they don't want to pay their bills. That's what I'm trying to say. Or something like that. Or somebody might be stealing, the signal from your cable or something like that. Okay. Now you will also be traveling, but I feel like you need to be careful. Frequent travel this year is not going to be favorable. You have to choose. March is a good month for you, but during the water months or water year, not water, no, water months or water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, just be careful. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that is the favorable months for you to travel. Okay. When it comes to your relationships, there are some people from the past, problems from the past, issues from the past that will be resurfacing. And you feel like, why is it that you're bringing this up right now? Like, why are you like repeating whatever that was, like, I thought we're already done with this. We've already talked about this. We've already put a solution to this. And now why are you bringing it up again? So yeah, there are some problems and things from the past that will be coming out in the open. So it seems like your person is still bitter about whatever happened in the past. And like for singles, there are some people from the past that will just suddenly come out on the open, and whether you wanted to see them or not, feelings have already changed because a lot of times have already passed by, and you feel like, no, I don't feel the same way for you again. Okay, so bye. There are some of you will be like saying goodbye. Some of you will be like, still trying it once again, and then you're gonna feel like, oh, it doesn't feel the same way again. Okay. Now, when it comes to your health, stress about finances, not because that you're not having it, but like you're gonna be earning. Money is flowing. Money will be flowing in. Money will be coming in, but you're so stressed out with all the unnecessary bills. It's like your bills will be ballooning and you don't even know where it's coming from. You're comparing your usages from the past year, from the past house, or something like that. It's like there will be a comparison, and you feel like, no, something is not really right here. Okay, so you're going to try and find, like, like, where are we going? What should we do? What should we do next? Also, be careful of some people that will be acting like a snake. Okay. I don't see any major problems with your health. It's only the stress. All right. Gemini 5449. Hmm. Wow. Gemini, it seems like you are going to be one of the lucky signs when it comes to your finances and career. You will have that strong opportunity when it comes to finances. Okay, you're closing down the deals, doing best when it comes to your workplace. Your boss will also be, like it's like your boss is going to like your performance, and your boss is also going to like you at the same time. So be careful of sexual harassment in the office or in your workplace. Okay, you will be very what do you call this, easily to be noticed this year. There are also some people that will start getting too attracted to you. There's a probability of you having a stalker, or bleh, there's a probability of you having somebody who will have like a fatal obsession or attraction. So please be careful with that, especially if you're a woman. Somebody will be punching your ass while you're at work, and someone will also try to send you some indecent stuff. Okay, so try to report it. Try to act on it right away. Do not wait for the time to, for it to get bigger. All right. I don't see any problem with your finances. You're going to be doing good. You're going to remain stable, except that you will have, like a lot of worries, more likely your safety. And do not park in a dark alley. Do not park in a place that is very far from the light or far from the security or something like that. All right. Anyway, when it comes to your relationships, this is where you're going to start thinking it's not working out for me. Okay. It's not, you feel like it's already hollow. The, chances of, I don't know, the chances of having all this stuff and having all this I don't know, like it's like you just stop trying. Could be the chances of having a therapy is also not feasible for you. So you feel like, mm-mm. And then your partner, especially if you're with a Cancer or Scorpio, your partner feels like maybe we should just move. Maybe we should just try to, like go here, go there, or maybe we should just try to have a baby. It might also create a difference. And for you, it's like, we can't even get along, just the two of us. And what more that you will be adding up another soul in this, in our relationship. And, we don't even know if we can be good parents. Okay. So negativities. All right. Singles. You're going to be a little bit skeptical whether you will be finding the right one this year or not. Because most of the people that you're going to be meeting, either they are married, they're a player, they're narcissistic, or they're gay. Okay. Now be careful of, I can't say STD, but more of, some stuff that you're gonna get while you're having sex with someone. All right. Um, UTI, kidney issues, bladder, and you're also gonna have some issues with your colon, or you're gonna have some issues pooping. Okay. You need to detox. All right. Cancer 5906. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, Cancer, you're going to be traveling a lot that is work related. And it seems like you're going to find this more as an excuse to run away from your domestic problems, domestic issues, or it could be to run away from someone that you don't want to be around. Especially if you've been having a very rocky relationship and you don't know what to do at this point because you are so afraid that there are some things that might not just be right, or it's like you are, I don't know, you just want to escape home. All right. When it comes to your careers and finances, I don't see any problem. Things are going to remain stable. At least you know that even though that this is not going to be a very good year for you, you're not going to get fired. Okay, you're not going to be losing your job or something like that. But there are some things around your emotions that will be very much affected. And it seems like when it comes to your health, this is where all the things are going to start coming in. Most of your pre-existing conditions will also get a little bit more, heightened up, and there will be some medications or medical attention or medical therapies that you need to pay up or increase your insurance coverage for this. Now, I feel like, your health is not going to be very good this year. That's one thing that I can see. If you can at least try some herbal or natural methods, just try it first before sticking around with some traditional medicines or synthetic medicines. Okay. I don't know why you can't see it. Maybe it's because of the glare from my shirt. Okay. Anyway, so you need to increase your insurance coverage. Some of you might have to go through therapy. All right. But I don't see any problem with your finances. Leo 10139. Leo, changes are coming in for you. Seems like be careful of getting involved in a loan or any financial obligation that you feel like, oh, like my finances, the I've started out the year with a very abundant thing. Okay, it could be you got a lot of money, people are giving you out money, got an increment, you got promoted, and you thought that the finances will be running smoothly, which is it is. I don't see any problem with that, but I feel like you are going to go overboard with your financial responsibilities. You feel like, let's say for example, you can only afford Chrysler, and then you're going to try to go for BMW or Mercedes or something like that, or a Porsche. Okay, try to be like live within your means, be more practical. If there's an extra money, then just try to save it. Don't do things or don't make a decision out of your ego, because you are just going to regret it. When it comes to your marriage, or when it comes to your relationships, you are going to get entangled with a love triangle, one with a coworker, and of course the one that you're already with. And I don't really feel like this is going to lead into separation, not right away, but I feel like you might have to choose by the end of the year. Okay. If there are some things that are not really working out for you, try to sever it first before starting something new. If you are just being sexually deprived, then I feel like you can just, there's still room to grow. And there's still some other, there's still room for the two of you to could be try something different, do some acrobatic stuff. And I feel like you're also going to try and have some more energies if you will go back to the gym, or if you're just going to have a little bit of an exercise every day. Okay. Heart issues when it comes to your medical health, heart issues, blood flow, high blood pressure, hypertension, rheumatoid arthritis. You might also have a knee surgery this year, and problems with your bones. Okay, it seems like you're gonna, like you're gonna start feeling that your bone is starting to get brittle. Okay. So I don't see any accidents, except that you're gonna get run over by a bike. Virgo 10441. Virgo. All right, Virgo, you're going to be dealing with a lot of bossy figure. Ooh, be careful of signing the contract. Some people will feel that you're too eager or that you're too confident and they're going to try to outsmart you. Be careful of signing the contract that is kind of irreversible or you cannot really cancel it. Otherwise, someone's going to be suing you for breach of contract. Okay, so please know whatever it is that you are getting into. I know that you're smart. I know that you're good into business, but there are times when we feel so vulnerable, we don't even know what we're doing. Okay? You're for your relationship, some of you are already on the verge of divorce, separation, or could be that you just found out that your person has been having an affair. So this is the time where you're going to start feeling a little bit off, out of balance, distracted, and preoccupied. Okay. You need to read the fine prints carefully. I don't see any problem with your finances or with the flow of your finances, but with your relationships with your coworkers, associates, or could be business partners, or I don't know, could be your boss, or peers, colleagues, and coworkers. This is where you're going to have some problems. Okay, because it's like you're spaced out, you're not really with them even though you're physically there. Singles, you're gonna find yourself for women especially, be careful of getting pregnant or getting an unwanted pregnancy, especially if there is someone who just want to pin you down just because that you're such a catch. Okay, but you're not really in love with this person, not unless that you're really wishing to have a baby even though you don't want to be in a relationship, then good for you. But there is a chance of pregnancy this year and you are going to have it. Okay. uh when it comes to your health, for women, reproductive system and edema and sciatica. Now for men, colon problems, um Parkinson's disease. Yeah, that's the one. Because I'm also thinking of Michael J. Fox. Parkinson's disease and something about cerebral issue. Like it's like the other part or the other side of your body is like shaking involuntarily. Okay, so that's for men. All right, Libra 10802. All right, Libra, you're gonna be very focused on love. It's like you're gonna wait around for someone, or you're waiting around for someone. You're waiting there like a bat. And the finances, I feel like it will be coming in smoothly, but I don't feel like it's gonna be like it's gonna be like what do you call this? Like a rising or increasing. You'll have the chance to be successful, but it's like I don't know, you're just way too depressed. Okay. You might also just move. I don't know, could be your some of you might also be downgrading your house or downgrading your let's say for example that you live in a landed house and you're alone and you feel like what's the point of living in this house if I'm just alone? So you might as well either trade it for an RV or trailer. I'm not saying that you're going to be, like a trailer trash, but you're going to be I don't know, like just living your life minimally. I mean, it's okay, if that is what you really want, but I feel like you're going to be doing things out of your depression. because of I don't know, it could be some of you just gone through separation, or your divorce just got approved and you're still waiting out for your person to come back to you. You see, the thing here is, the more you wait out for someone, the more it's not going to happen. So you need to keep on moving on. Okay. And you know what? I hope that you'll just move in with your, could be with your mom or with your parents or something like that, instead of just trading your home, okay, or your beautiful home, or could be if you live in a loft, to an RV. It's like a recreational thing, but it's not really a permanent thing. Okay. So I don't know. Wow. It's like, somebody betrayed you, traded you for somebody, and this is something that you cannot really like accept it. And you feel like, whoa, like I'm so good looking, I'm so beautiful, I'm sexy, I'm hot, everyone wants me. And you just traded me for this, for this loser. Mm-mm. So the depression is going to be eating you up. If you're not going to be able to get up, you're, you're going to be wasting like a whole lot of years of work. And especially if you're, especially if your work involves a lot of mental, works and stuff. Medically, I don't see major problems except that you're going to be drinking a lot. All right, Scorpio, 11148. Mm. Scorpio, you need to reflect in your own actions before saying whatever that's inside your head. Chances of being successful to whatever it is that you want right now, the promotion that you've been looking for or aiming for might just slip off your fingers up to the last minute. You are also going to be a victim of an office politics, that somebody might be more of a good ass kisser. Okay. So they're the ones going to be getting the promotion more than you. And be careful of whatever it is that you're going to say to other people, because you might just ended up being, I don't know, something like being not well, there's a possibility of being sued, but I feel like it's, somebody might just lodge a complaint against you for being such a trash talker, or someone is a racist or something like that. Okay, just be careful. And the entire community might just gang up on you. Okay, so please be careful, even though that is not what you really meant. Maybe that some other people would just deem it as, like there will be some misinterpretation, or they're going to misconstrue you, or your wordings, okay, or your construction. So just be careful with whatever it is that you say. Okay. And finances, I don't see you struggling. Things are going to remain the same, but I feel like you need to be careful with be careful of obtaining a lot of loans. Okay, especially if it's not yet necessary for you to go through this. Now, uh, also don't keep on reasoning out that you're sick, you're like, you have this, you have that, even though you don't even have it. Because at the end of the year, I feel like you might just have it. You will be ending up probably in a like surgical room, for something that like really like an emergency. Okay. So don't use medical situation as a joke, or don't use it as a, could be as a form of lie just to get ahead of something. All right. I don't see any problem with your finances. Your marriage or your relationship, your person, expect for them to be, it's like how you have treated them for the past 2 years. is how they're also going to be treating you. Okay. And singles, it's like you're going to have to get a lot of tries. You need to change your appearance. You need to change the way you are. If you're like a woman that is like you're wearing a lot of thick and colorful makeups, just keep it like, I don't know, like simple. Okay? Because the people that you're going to be dating are more into subtle beauty. Okay? You just need to let your natural beauty shine. You don't have to cover up your face with a lot of makeups or a lot of colors. Okay? And if you're going to say, "Oh, this is who I am," then don't expect other people to just accept you for who you are, because you're also pining for somebody or for someone who's more into simple beauty. And if you're a man, okay, you might just ended up meeting a lot of gold diggers, and it's like you're going to do anything and everything. I hope that you're not going to be scamming people, just to give money to the person that you really want, or it could be just to buy a fancy car just to impress someone. I mean, there's someone for you, which is you already know, and this person is already around you as well, but you're not just paying attention to that person because you are looking at the wrong direction. It's going to take up a lot of heartbreaks before you could even realize that that's the person for you. All right, Sagittarius, 11651. My stomach is grumbling. All right. Sagittarius, it seems like people are going to try to avoid you, even your own family members. Okay. And it seems like they're going to try and scam you for money. There's also an invader in your house. If you're renting or leasing, check out any other possible passages. I don't know. It's like there's someone inside your house. Okay, could be there's a former basement or like an attic, or could be an adjoining door or cabinet or pantry to another unit if you live in a building. But just check out any other possible entries or something like that. Or could be it's a broken window. Okay, because there is someone who keeps on going in and out. Especially if you're, kind of missing some stuff, or if there are some unusual things that's been happening. Could be in your ceiling, could be in your basement, could be that there are some unusual noises at night. Okay, just check it out. There's something that you need to check there. And when it comes to your workplace, it seems like you are going to be much more competitive, to the extent that you are going to try to make your boss feel like they're dumb. So be careful in showing off too much, because you might just ended up getting fired. Okay, boss will always be bosses, no matter if they are dumb or if they are like very functional or productive with whatever it is that they do, they will still be your boss. Okay, so don't show off too much. You can show to them that you're very useful and that you deserve to be rise up in a or to be promoted in a certain position, but don't make them feel like that they are stupid. Controversies when it comes to your community. Problems with your neighbor as well. or people or your neighbors, especially if you live in a building, people would just find you irritating for just for being who you are. It could be just for your color. Okay, there are some racism issues that you need to deal with. Uh, I feel like you're gonna be getting your dream job, but you have to could be run over a lot of toes first, or a lot of people, for you to use them up as a ladder. And for your health, no, actually for your relationships, there are some things that you will find a little bit inconvenient and a little bit irritating. Okay. Most of the time, you want to spend your time either in the office or with your friends, or most of the time, you just want to go home and sleep. So you don't want to talk about your problems. You might just find your house empty by the end of the year if you're gonna be if you will be continuously acting like this. Singles, you're so afraid of opening up yourself to someone that you really, really love, even though that there are some people that you're going to be dating, but there is still one particular person that's in your mind. But you're so afraid. It's like you're chickening out to say to this person how much you really love them. And I don't know. I don't really see you confessing to this person. Health wise, I don't see much problem, except that if you're a big smoker, you're gonna start developing something about like your bronchopneumonia. Okay. So, and if you're not a smoker, but there's a smoker around you, you might also be a victim of secondhand smoking. All right, Capricorn 12215. Capricorn, you feel like everyone around you is such a liar. You're thinking about moving away, leaving, and walking away. But you know what? You're gonna have that success that you've been dreaming about, especially if you're gonna be partnering up with an Aquarius. You need to move away from a fire sign that's been like affecting your energy. Somebody is also draining your energy. You need to move to a new place, new house, or probably just to relocate for you to have a much better aura when it comes to your job, because there are a lot of people who's been like very envious of you and kind of peeking through your business. Some people are also counting how much you're making. How ridiculous is that? All right. And I feel like travel is not going to be very favorable for you for this year. Um, I don't see any problem with your marriage. You're a very balanced person. You're also very vocal when it comes to whatever solution that you need to do. But when you get pissed off, you will just walk away. Singles, you will try to date, but it seems like you have this idea of a perfect person, and it's so hard to find that person might not even exist. Okay. So you're gonna be very perfectionist, but I don't know, could be that you're still searching for a virgin, but it's not. I don't know, it's going to be really impossible. You're going to have a lot of sex this year. Okay, you're going to have like a very active sex, but being in a relationship with somebody that you're comparing as your mother, it's going to be really hard because your mom will always be one. There will always be like one person like that. Okay, so you have to know that the person that you're searching for, that you feel like it should be perfect, is actually your mom. Okay, or if you've been having some issues with your mother, then most likely that you will keep on attracting the same kind of person. Okay. For your health, you need to be careful with your bones, especially if you already have some problems with your knees, diabetes, blood issues, blood problems, blood flow, anemia. and having a lot of sleepless nights and migraine. I don't see any problem with the success of your career or with the success of your finances, whether you're into business or employment. So don't worry about that. 12910. All right, Aquarius. Let's take a look. Next will be horse, but I just need to take a break. Wow. Okay, sorry. Aquarius looks like you're going to get promoted, or there will be some things that you will be so proud of, this year. You will be accomplishing a lot. You're going to be very happy with your own. I mean, you're going to be patting yourself on your shoulder, okay? Or pat in the back, but your family is not going to be very, I don't know. It's like they're not going to be proud of whatever it is that you do. Let's say, for example, they want you to be a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, and you're just happy being a teacher. Okay, so or an accountant. Okay, so they feel like, eh, it's easy. Okay, for them. So whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you're going to be accomplishing, your family will feel like, nah. Okay, so you are going to have a hard time having some issues with your family. But when it comes to your work, the satisfaction is there, especially if you love whatever it is that you do. If you're proud of whatever it is that you do, you're going to find satisfaction there. Okay. The increment will also come a little bit around middle of the year. Finances, I don't see any problem as long as you know how to budget and as long as you know how to roll down your finances and live within your means. I don't see any struggles. When it comes to your marriage, your person is kind of a little bit irritable or kind of a little bit there's a possibility of you having a child or your partner is pregnant this year, and like there will be an additional member of the family this year. Singles, you will be matched up with a lot of your, I don't know, like friends, brother or sister, or your brother or sister's friend or something like that. It's like you're going to be matched up, but I don't know. It's like you're just gonna go with the flow and you don't even feel like it. Now, health wise, ulcer, throat problems, throat issues, and you're also gonna have some problems with your hearing. Okay. So, lastly, let's take a look at Pisces. 12823. Pisces feeling so alone. Okay, Pisces snake. You feel so alone. You feel like money is much better than people. You know what? You also need to have a like an emotional support of a pet. You'll be traveling a lot. You'll most likely not hang around with one place. I mean, in one place. People will find it hard to invite you or to have you in their event. It's like you're going to be very busy, preoccupied with your stuff. And the reason why for this is because either you're trying to get over a heartbreak or you are just, especially if you're single, you're just trying not to think that you're so lonely and sad and other people, especially that, I mean, this month, the Valentine's is coming in. I don't really believe in Valentine's, but like you're gonna start feeling so sad and lonely that, oh my god, like how come people can have the best of both worlds? They have money, they have a good job, they have a good family, they have good friends, and they have a good lover. Why is it that they can only have a good job? Your family is very loving, but I don't really feel like Like they are that modern type. They're very traditional and conservative, and not to mention very religious. So you're going to start feeling like, why is it that my life is like this? You're going to be questioning a lot of your existence, and your love life is more of a living pattern. Okay. Some of you are also thinking about somebody from the past, whether you're going to be getting in touch. And some of you are also, I feel like you're in an open relationship with an ex, or more of a casual sex with an ex. If you want to have a love life, you need to cut this off. Okay. You need to move past and get over this, and you need to learn how to respect yourself instead of just being used. Okay. Your finances, I feel like you will be more into saving it. And I don't know, like you just want to have your own business someday. And once you finally have that kind of amount or money, you want to stay in one place, or you want to go back home. I don't know, wherever it is. Okay. And it seems like when it comes to your family, you just want to be close to them, but not going to be with them. All right. Friends, you're going to have some issues with your friends, or it could be that there is some, like healing, and you're going to start patching things up with your friends. Some of you might also go back to school. When it comes to singles, like you're just going to have some casual sex here and there, but I don't see any relationship coming in. But when it comes to your health, be careful of parasitic infections, especially if you're into raw fishes or raw meat or something like that. And avoid anything exotic, especially snakes. Okay. I hope that you're not really into this. Ugh. Okay. There will be some diseases that you feel like it's not really normal. Okay. And it's going to take some time for you to really have this kind of treatment. All right. So, thank you all for watching and subscribing and sharing my video in my channel. And I'll see you in the next forecast, which will be horse. All right. Blessings to you.